What's going on, everybody? It's RJ with RJ's Trades. We are back with another free Sunday watch list. Okay, if you are new to this, every Sunday I come on and I give you guys the plays that I like for the week. We talk about things to watch out for and just give you guys a little bit of game as we go along. All right, so all I ask that you do is leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, we do this every single Sunday. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, man. Let's get straight into it here. We're gonna take a look at SPY here first, right? So you always take a look at SPY and QQQ. Do not forget that. See where they are first, all right? Because this is gonna give you a little bit of an edge to understanding what you need to look for throughout the week. Okay. Usually, if SPY and QQQ are bullish, stocks are going to be bullish in general. And then if it's bearish, it's going to be the same way. All right. So if we look at SPY here, it's kind of the same thing that we've been saying now for a few months, right? We're kind of just ranging, but we're in a weird range. It's like we're slowly grinding upward, right? So it's not really just I don't know, man. Some days you get some decent moves, and some days it's complete trash. We really need to. I hope we break out of this soon and go towards 700 or break down, do something, right? But there has still been some decent opportunities if you know what you're looking for, all right? So QQQ might look the same. You see, we had broke down from that pennant that we had here, and it just popped right back up into the chop zone. So QQQ won't be it won't be amazing until we break like 629, 630. But if we break 629, 630, this thing is gonna fly. Okay. So I'm kind of neutral for this week. I think we got earnings coming up this week as well, man. So we gotta see. Probably gonna be a lot of heavy might be a heavy day trading week, right? Might be harder to swing. We're gonna start this off with a bang, man. Let's start this off with AMD. This is one of my favorite plays to watch this week, especially to the upside. AMD had a really good week last week. You see right here that we have this resistance right at the all-time high that we tapped on Friday, right? So we're simply looking for AMD to go above 266, 267, right? That simple. And this breakout, I think it could take it to about 270, maybe even 275. To be honest with you, look like this thing might be trying to make the next leg up. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But I like AMD a lot. Probably my favorite play to the upside this week. GLD. I mean, nothing that I can really tell you about GLD. It's just been on a tear. Same thing with SLV. Tesla. I don't love it. I don't hate it either. Palantir, no man's land in my opinion. LMND, this is one that I do want to watch this week, and I really want to watch for one of two things here. Okay, so I want to either watch for number one, a consolidation right here where it is now, and in this consolidation we might get some type of some type of chart pattern like a flag, or we could even get like a little pennant pattern or something like that to possibly take it higher. But you could also get a retest. Okay, so that retest could be really good as well. So if we get a retest of this, it'll look something like this. You got to pop up. You might pop up again. You'll come back and retest this area right here, right? So you're looking for it to retest here, which was the breakout point of this ascending triangle. Okay, so an ascending triangle, you always have to realize that chart patterns are made up of a combination of a trend line and a level, or a combination of two trend lines. Okay, so I had the breakout here, which a lot of people in the chat banked on. I'm still mad I didn't take the trade. I sent it to everybody, and I was like, I wasn't too sold on it, man. But the people that were sold, they took it and they banked. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. But if it retests here, of course, what you're looking for here is bullish hammers, bullish engulfings, things of that nature. So one thing that I tell my people a lot in the chat is not just about what you see. It's also about where you see it, right? So the significance of seeing the bullish hammer or bullish engulfing right here is that this is where the buyers and sellers are fighting. right? How do you know that? Because this is a area of resistance. This is a place where the buyers and sellers were fighting in the past. So if you get a bullish indication right here, this is saying, hey, buyers are stepping in again, although the sellers brought it back down. So that's your chance to, possibly get a long position. So I'll be looking out if we do get a retest. So I just gave you two possible scenarios there. Lyft, not much. Google, don't like it. Bitcoin is breaking down, right? So Bitcoin, like it's breaking down. Looks like it wants to come down here to this 72, maybe even a little bit lower than that, somewhere around 70K, which would be the retest of this area right here, right? So we very, very slightly got it here back in April, and it just took off since that point. Bitcoin could go a lot lower. Bitcoin could go a lot lower. I think down here would be a great buy. Then under that, if it doesn't hold that, then you could really start to kind of look at the 50s possibly, right? But yeah, that's why I see. I think Bitcoin is going to drop. That's just my opinion. Nvidia is no man's land. CRWV doesn't look bad, but I'm not in love with it. Baba, that move has already happened. Lulu, Apple's one that I want to watch too. I want to watch Apple because a couple different things can happen. This 244 area on Apple is going to be really, really, really key, right? This 244 level on Apple is going to be key because you can see it was a support here before it popped up again, right? So this thing could turn into support again, which it look like it may be trying to do, and give you another push. You could at least take it back to 259, 260. But if this does not hold, then you would be looking, we'll have to start looking at our possible downside levels. So that 244 area is going to be crucial for Apple. So I'm going to be kind of watching out for that, or even possibly to the upside. So, we'll see. So I do like AMD this week. To the upside, Apple kind of either way. LMND could be one that you could definitely watch. Let's see if we got any other ones that I like here. CMG, Hood, SMCI, CCL, Coin still coming down. Like it's gonna try to fill this gap right down here. It is probably there now, if not below it, to be honest, with Bitcoin at 86K. Let's see. Anything else we got, man? SOV ripping. I'll show you guys was it NOV? Yeah. NOV. Okay. One thing before I go. All right, this is the last thing we're gonna talk about here, and we're gonna end it for the day. One thing I want to tell you guys is it's important to understand sectors in the stock market. Okay, so one of the best ways to make money is to find the strong sectors and keep playing the strong stocks. Okay, right now it seems to be that the healthcare sector could possibly be looking at a breakout here, right? So if that is the case, if you take a look at NOV and you think about what other stocks are in this sector, you have CVS, you also have UNH, right? So we'll kind of take a look at those three. But if you take a look at this one here, we do have a area here that we could possibly, we got a lot of room to run right here, right? We got a lot of room to run on NVO up to around maybe 60, close to, right? So this area here is acting as a area of resistance right around 53.4, 53.5, right around there somewhere, right? So if as long as this holds, right, and even if you do dip down and you reclaim, I think we can continue to push up and see the next leg up here. So this is really a play that I really like to the upside, possibly up to 60, right? So let's take a look at CVS. If you look at CVS, what are they doing? Breaking out of a bullish triangle pattern, right? UNH, what are they doing? Same sector. This stock is trying to have a little bit of a breakout as well, right? So all of these stocks in the same sector are kind of doing the same thing, right? They're all trying to have a little bit of a breakout. So it's just little things like that that you kind of pick up on as you gain more experience, and it really helps you a lot as far as finding the plays that can possibly run and sticking with those names, right? So when AI is hot, you want to ride AI, right? As long as Nvidia, AMD, as long as they're hot, keep playing them. As long as these healthcare stocks are hot, we're gonna keep playing them and waiting on our setups to form, right? Those flags, those break and retests, those things like that. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, man. Not a whole lot that I love early. Like I said, we do have earnings and things this week, so I'm not gonna be doing too much on Sunday because this could look totally different by Wednesday. So just again, once a little recap, watch out for Apple at that 244 level. We're gonna watch out for NVO, see if it holds that 53 area. Watch out for AMD, possibly for new highs this week. And besides that, man, probably just gonna be a lot of day trading, seeing what we got because we have earnings. So that's all I got, man. Make sure you guys follow the links down below in the description for the YouTube, Instagram, and the Discord, free Discord. All of that is gonna be in the description. So make sure you guys check that out, man. Let's have a great week and let's make some money, man. See y'all later.